We started out 23 years ago when I joined this organisation. We were a call recording company. We sold call recording solutions. So we recorded telephone calls for all types of businesses, all shapes and sizes, be that contact centres, be it police, fire, ambulance, be it financial, be it local government. There was a number of different reasons to have to record calls or want to record calls, either because there was some legislation that told you had to. There was a whole he said, she said scenario, so dispute resolution type of reasons, or to drive quality, to really understand what was going on in those interactions between your organisation, your people, and the customers that you were dealing with. And everything that we've done since those days has kind of been born from that, and it's been layered on top of it. So we still very much sell call recording. It's a much more commoditised type of solution than it used to be. But on the back of call recording, you have advanced quality management solutions, so we can really properly drill down into the interactions and understand what's going on and understand how well your staff members are coping with their role, how well they understand their role, how well they understand the products and services that you're delivering, and measure the quality, identify little gaps that maybe just need a little bit of training to help them to deliver better service, because everybody wants to do their job to the best of their ability, and that's what real quality management is. We move on from that to what we call interaction analytics. So you'll hear it called many things: speech analytics, call analytics. And basically analytics is that we use software, we use technology to analyse the interaction. Now that interaction could be voice, it could be a telephone call, which still the majority is. It could be a web chat, it could be an email, or any other form of contact that you can have with your customers. And we can do some real deep analysis on that conversation, and we can pick out areas within that interaction that you don't even know you're looking for. We can tell you things that are going on in your business. You can spot patterns. The technology is, incredibly advanced. It can spot patterns of things that are going on. There may be a product that's just been launched that's causing a huge influx of calls to your contact centre, and you don't know why your calls have spiked. And by running some analysis on this kind of stuff, you can identify very quickly where the areas of concern are. Again, the stuff that I've been speaking about there, that applies across all market sectors, and we deal with all market sectors. So I said earlier, contact centres, public safety, which is the blue light sector. We deal with lots of different areas in the financial sector. We deal with national government and local government, and lots of SME businesses. So we have customers of all shapes and sizes, from very small SMEs through to some of the the kind of larger household type names with many thousands of employees in some cases. But within the contact centre industry, which is probably our biggest sector, and the reason for that is that even in the public safety side of the fence now, the command and control centres are effectively contact centres with the same technological needs, the same challenges, and the technology can address these challenges in exactly the same way. So moving on from analytics, we have workforce management solutions. Workforce management is in its most basic form. It's almost an art in its own right, and we have a dedicated team specifically for it. But in its most basic right, it's effectively understanding how many people you need on how many seats at any given point in the day, and that's including things like tea breaks, lunch breaks, training breaks, sickness, holidays, shift swaps, and all the complex stuff that goes on within an organisation that has many people working for it. Back in the day, you were sitting with spreadsheets. In fact, a lot of organisations still do it, sitting with spreadsheets. You have a team of people scratching their head, trying to work out how are we going to figure out who we need and where. And a lot of these members of the team are multi-skilled. So you need to make sure you've got the right skills handling the web chats or handling the phone calls or any other area of contact within your business. So that's a complex area. We also sell some really good payment solutions. So in the last few years, things like PCI DSS has become a real challenge for a lot of organisations. So it's all to do with the payment card industry and handling card transactions safely, so that you're protecting customers' data and customers' card details. And we all know about the GDPR legislation that was introduced a year or two ago. So legislation like that introduces a whole new layer of complexity for organisations. It's not up to an organisation like us to make someone GDPR compliant or PCI compliant, but we have to make sure that the technology that we're providing ticks the boxes for GDPR and PCI or better than that. So we have a really good payment solution called SVL Secure Pay, which covers both PCI and GDPR from a legislation point of view. And we sell a number of other sort of related technologies that relate to all of that. You can umbrella all of that technology I've discussed there with a term that's called workforce optimization. And workforce optimization is understanding your workforce and where they're going to be working and how you're going to be measuring their quality and capturing their interactions and analysing the interactions, and it's umbrellaed. So this is why it can't be a 30-second pitch, because that's just the technology. How you deliver that technology is a whole other world. And I'm sure you've spoken to some of my colleagues that have talked about on-premise type installations, but the world we're moving into now is cloud, and it's all about cloud. Everyone's moving to cloud. Organisations, if they haven't already started their journey to cloud, they're certainly talking about it, they're certainly thinking about it. And for a technology provider like us, that's a big challenge. We're absolute experts in the technologies and the applications and how we apply those to businesses, but delivering them via the cloud is a different thing for us altogether. Huge sums of money in cloud infrastructure. So we know that we can continue to be expert at what we do, delivering that technology within the best cloud infrastructure that it's possible to deliver it through, which means, complete resiliency, no single points of failure, so that we can continue to maintain service. And you'll hear lots of terms in our industry about 5 nines uptime and 100% availability. And a lot of people sort of dismiss that stuff, but it's critically important. And when a customer's making their choice about where to put their money, then they have to make sure that they're going to get the best service possible, that things are going to be kept completely updated, and that it's going to be available all the time. They can't afford outages. You have an outage, your business isn't operating, it's not trading, and that's a real problem for every business.